Previously on Streetcar Chronicles.
Alright, so here's the deal, right? You've got to come to terms with yourself, you know, come to Jesus, if you will. I call my buddy Shannon. All you got to do is go get some Chevrolet axle ends, and I'll cut that thing down an inch. I'll throw it up in the jig and cut it down an inch, and you'll be good to go. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna yank this thing out, and I'm gonna run it down there, and I'm gonna have him knock it out. Yeah.
How many cubic inches is it?
It's 460. It's
Yeah.
just a stock, like it's out of a 75 F250 truck. The bottom end is.
Yeah, it's a big
And then I
box
got
Ford.
one garage sale head from Summit. Paying the full price on the other one.
Dude, I love all the copper, man. Freaking 4-speed. What we're at, 9-inch?
No, it's a Franklin quick change.
Oh my god, dude, it is a quick change. Oh my god.
So
Yes.
it's like 5-10 minutes and you can have drag
This is a
gears
sprint
out.
car. It's a sprint car with a blower and a big block.
That's what I love about it. I've already been stealing gears from Shay for the
Oh
trick
my
of it.
god,
He's like,
dude.
I got some 294s. Give them to me, man. That's some highway gears. 4-link with a fucking spring on top.
Oh man, dude. God dang.
2 belly tanks on it. And then this thing it's all row barred, like it's caged in all the way.
I was gonna say, yeah.
It's got an inner structure in there because this thing was weak as shit, dude.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and structure this. I've got it caged, see up here? This
Yeah.
is all tubed, it's all piped, and I think I'm gonna put at least a head roll bar in it. I think
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
one. Ain't gonna have no seatbelts, so we'll have the rest of it.
Dude, it probably wouldn't hurt. What I love about these old cars, Jake, do you see this? They used to, so all the inner structures and stuff on these old 30s model cars, I think all the way into the 40s when they had wood.
And
See the wood right here?
And it's nailed.
And they
See,
nailed the wood in.
Everything's nailed.
And the floors were wood too.
Wood floor. And that's the original panel, the
Yeah.
plates. And
That's
the
something
windows. This is, I don't know if it's the original, but it's an old one. Look at this shit. And
Oh, it's awesome, dude.
it had the cranks in it, everything. I got the
Dude.
front one. I've got to cut it down.
This is a 31.
30.
Is that 30?
Yeah. Got it in Kansas.
Oh, a 6-inch chop? Or 8-inch? That's
It's about 6.
yeah. You got no.
Look, sit in there. You can see
God.
straight ahead. And that's,
All right.
I'll start on this son of a bitch in November.
Look, dude, I'll trade you. All right. Hey, I'll trade you. God dang, dude.
Let's go see what you got, man. Let's go.
All right.
A lever like this.
But
It's got a lever on it.
that you can change the spring pressure to see when you want it to pop off. Pretty much.
That way you can make it where they don't milk the oil too.
Yeah, milk oil. Yeah. That bitch.
But
runs
right
on
now,
fuel
he
when
needs
you
to,
leave
he
it out.
needs to do some fueling.
So,
because of the
it's all
air
return
shit.
based stuff.
Yeah,
it's
that's
all
how you
return
control
based.
fuel is return.
You put a
Doing
jet in the
slow-mo with
return
the old
back.
stuff?
It's crazy. I got heating
What's the
problems
jets coming
back.
in at right now?
I don't have the kit on there.
Okay.
I've got 2 systems.
Alternator setup.
I've got
Yeah,
an
So I
Element.
looked into that setup because I was gonna run a stock plastic intake on my car and just run a set of injectors, and I was gonna use 2 nitrous solenoids to control the jets.
Yeah.
To add the
Right.
fuel.
Right.
So I didn't have to buy in. My cheap ass didn't buy into it.
Yeah, this is a low speed bypass.
And then I got a high speed one.
Yeah.
Because there's another one that goes with that kit.
I wonder if it's part of that.
ass. You know what? You carburetor guys are crazy.
No, it's the mechanical
This is
shit is
mechanical
cool as
shit.
fuck.
It
dude.
is.
I know it's cool,
It's
but
simple.
it's like
It's simple. It
Simple
really
as
is.
hell. I've got an Elderman bug catcher that's got them in there, and then I've got an old Hilbun, like an old one.
so. How you gonna put a white band on it?
No. Yeah, no.
It's old school.
It's
like,
old school.
Like the sprint car, it's just like for what we're doing, it's fine. You don't.
Read the plugs.
You're limited on tunability. It has no mid range, no low spring.
Read the plugs.
We need a methanol plug.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
You gotta
I
learn
guess.
how
I know how to read a methanol plug, but I just want to see.
I couldn't read a plug when I had my own nitrous
all cars for a long time. That's why we're running our modified, man. So I learned how to fucking.
So you.
And I know right now-
So you do half the cadmium off the tip. Is that you where it burns off? Is that where you like to leave it at?
On the porcelain part of it?
No.
Or you're talking about on the
On the flat
strap
part.
is?
On the
Where
flat part. So yeah, spark plug.
The strap?
The strap.
Or you're talking about the white porcelain inside?
Just take your video.
He's talking some Spanish or
You
something.
do that one over there?
Spanglish.
I did so much.
So
Do one of the machines.
how
The
you
machines are
doing
cool.
setup?
Do
Like-
one of that machine over there.
Like half of
One
this
with the pulses?
is clean,
We'll do
half
it.
of this has been
Why about to
burned
leave?
off. And that's in half to 3/4 what you want. That's
on
your,
the
that's your
bottom?
fuel.
The hard part, or you're
Wait
talking
a
about the
minute.
white, the porcelain?
He's talking about this.
Oh,
No, he's
that.
talking about
Oh, I
on
got
the
you, I got you,
part
I got
Because
right
this
there.
is all white.
I got you.
This is all stays white.
Well,
for us.
if you look real close, it'll be some brown. It'll have some color in it.
Way
all
down in
melted
there.
off,
Yeah.
But a lot of guys they worry about this, and you still obviously got that, you know.
That's the
Timing
timing.
mark.
That's
Timing,
where
yeah.
where your timing's at.
Mine usually,
But I-
mine
we
usually
use
stays
the-
about right here.
Mine, you don't even see the strap.
There's no strap there.
It's
It's a
strapless.
removable strap, you know.
Bluetooth strap.
Yes, it's a Bluetooth strap, yeah.
Me and Richard went up to
That's when you know
Texahoma,
it's running hard.
Yeah.
Texahoma, and then he goes out there and races this guy, and he's like, I don't have a compression controller. Freaking Kevin was out there trying to tell you what to do, and I did what Stefan always listen to Stefan and Blake. I was like, run the freaking pressure down to 600. Kevin's like, that's stupid. This motherfucker just blows the tires off the whole way down, and I think he hurt the motor.
Blew the tires, blew the plugs, blew the heads. I blew it all over.
Because he's like,
Blew everything but
I had to
himself.
put some jets in there.
And I was building that bitch the next morning, taking it apart, looking for all the money I could find.
And there wasn't none left.
Zero fucks given. Wife bitching at me.
God.
The cow and bang it. Because he didn't have a bang button.
What is
Yeah.
that? And that bang shit. What is that?
It's just cool.
Banging the.
banging it.
It just feels
That sounds
good.
dangerous.
Well, you know,
So awesome. I wish I had
there is a
just
way
the
you
bang
can
on.
do it. There is a certain way you can do it that ain't bad, but your timing better be real good.
Yeah.
Now it's 3 hours later. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna leave. We're gonna split.
You know LS is why they work, because they're spread out like a Ford. They finally figured out to spread the cylinders
There's a
out,
guy-
the 2 metal ones,
All
and
right,
then
so there's a
right.
guy on TikTok is
Yeah.
actually put an LS head on a small
Yes.
block Ford. He got custom cam cut and everything. Make it work.
Oh, that don't
And
work.
there's a guy who's putting on a 300.
Huh.
He cut it and rewelded it.
that.
Dude, I was like, what?
An hour
They
later.
put- They put a Yates head on two Yates heads on a 300 cylinder. I'm telling you, there's some shit to do.
All right, so not this coming
Not this
weekend.
Saturday, but the
Next
next
Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay.
I'll see you. Get ready.
2 weekends.
Yeah, I'll bring in
Have,
some
have your
gloves.
work clothes on. Have
Yeah.
your work, and bring
Oh,
your
I got
peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We got stuff to do.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
do
bring
ham and
cameras.
cheese. Ham
Yeah.
and cheese.
Yeah.
Ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese.
I'm
Ham
not.
and cheese will work.
How much are you going to
Good
spread it? Inch on each side?
Huh?
Yeah, look here.
We don't really know yet. We're just gonna get in there and start moving some things.
All right.
They've been sitting there for 2 years.
Sure.
I know, it's gonna be great.
Mark, man.
That's fine.
I didn't
That's
get
all
Mark
right.
over here.
Come on.
Come, have him come over here while we're doing this.
Hey, I gotta get it back. Yeah, that's
98, it's a 98 step slide for everything forward.
Y'all take care of it.
All right, Shannon. Hey,
I'll see you.
I appreciate you,
I'm
dude.
gonna send you the list too.
Yeah, yeah.
We need.
Send me whatever list. I'll go to fucking Smiley's wherever I need to go get it.
Yeah.
These,
And I'll just
this
get it.
C10 wasn't here before.
It don't, all your matches, no, it don't. It don't look right on there.
Hey, what do
Somebody
you?
needs to take that Plymouth home, man.
Yeah, what do you want for this thing?
Oh, my.
Man, I gotta get rid of it. I gotta have probably 75
Okay. What's in it? Flathead straight six?
flat. It's all original besides the wheels and the tires, the custom paint job. I've got all the windows. It needs the rubber.
What year is it?
53.
53 Plymouth.
Yeah, and
Oh,
look at,
Steve?
you gotta see this. I put an upgrade, it's got an
You know you want
upgraded carburetor on it. I've made an adapter and it's got a Motorcraft 2-barrel.
Does it really?
Yeah, it run a little better.
Dude, heck yeah.
It's all original. I rewired it. It's all 6-volt. It runs great, dude. It just don't go but about 50 mile an hour.
Yeah, that's cruising.
Because they wasn't made to go that fast,
Yeah.
man.
All right, so it's the next day. As you probably noticed in the video, I said I was going to pull the rear end out and we were going to take it over to my buddy's shop and have him go ahead and start narrowing it. Here's the issue. After I taped that, I was looking at the car and the suspension, and being that it is a Chevelle 12 bolt, the issue is that the lower control arm brackets, the shock brackets, all that stuff is further out on the axle tube. So if we were to simply cut an inch or an inch and a half off of each of the axle tubes, then the shock mounts would be laying up against the wheels and the tires. So it's not as simple as we want it to be. The next option is to cut the tube at the housing, but they've been welded already, so it's just not an easy task. So I wanted to take the car to him, and I wanted him to just look at it in the car, look at where the wheels are in correlation to the frame and to the body, and make an educated decision on how we go about it. Because if we need to, narrow it from the outside, okay, fine. I'll buy new brackets. We'll move the shocks more straight up and down versus leaned out, and change up a few things. I'll just buy new brackets and weld it all on. If we can cut it from the axle housing, if we can cut it from the pumpkin and shorten the tubes there. The only problem is that the brackets for the lower control arms are at an angle, and so if we move it in an inch, the geometry is going to go cattywampus. So we would really need to change those lower control arm brackets, and then we'd also have to move the spring perch mounts we just put in. So after looking at it and mowing over options, Shannon's really good with metalwork, and he said that he's flared a couple of cars and moved body metal around to clearance up to an inch and a half, and that's really all I need. So we have an idea. I say we, he has an idea, and I'm just told him, run with it. I don't really care how you accomplish the goal. Let's just run with it. So that's why the car's back here today. We're going to pull it off the trailer, put it back in the garage, and then next weekend, I'm sorry, 2 weekends from now, we're going to take it over to him. You see what I'm saying on the, I'm trying to show you. So you can see there, we don't have a lot of room. So that's just not going to work. But he says he can move some metal around and make it happen. And the way I see it is, it's a G-body, right? It ain't a Chevelle. So if we got to move some metal around on the body and he can massage it with a porter power, then I'm okay with it. And that, you know, makes it faster and easier. And faster and easier is what I need right now. So we'll find out 2 weeks from now. We're gonna get over there, take the car to him, get our work gloves on, get to work. Really hope you enjoyed the trip to Shannon's shop. I'll do a more in-depth one later on because there's a lot going on there, and it's easy to miss a lot. Shannon's been doing this a long time, and he's done everything from drag racing, dirt track racing, unlimited modifieds. His son, his grandson, they're in sprint car racing. He's done it all, and he's made stuff work with a budget like I've got, and he has talent that I could probably live 2 lifetimes and never have. So I'm really excited about A, him putting his hands on my car, B, it happening at that shop, and C, being able to work with him, because as many years as I've known Shannon, I've never worked with him. So we'll film some stuff when we go there. I'll try to do a little better job of it than I did this time. And then he's invited us to come out and take a look at his house, and his house is, I've seen pictures before, and it's even more incredible than the shop. So we'll do that too. But we're coming down to the line here. If we get all this stuff done in 2 weeks, we should be able to drive this thing, because he's going to do the brakes. He's going to put the disc brakes that I picked up for it on it and everything. So sometimes you got to know when it's just time to tap out, and I think I've just been so overwhelmed with work, because that's been crazy. It's been hard to film and edit, and then trying to get this car done, and I don't really have all the tools I need. I mean, I've got a nice compressor, I've got good hand tools, but as you can see, there's no welder here, there's no chop saw, there's no jigs. Simply, I don't have the space for it. So I have to lean on other people to help me finish these things. And I appreciate it more than they'll ever know, because this is my favorite thing on the planet besides my family. And when you have friends that are willing to help you accomplish your goal, it makes it all better. So anyway, I guess I'm rambling on. Stay tuned, because we got more stuff to finish up at home here on the car. We're going to get those things knocked out. That way, when it goes to Shannon's shop in 2 weeks, hopefully when it's done, we can take this bad boy out for a spin. We'll see you next time.